Today, we're going to look at a fascinating topic: why you date people in your league. And before we get too deep into the subject, let's just quickly clarify what that means. When we refer to dating within your leagues, we're talking about finding a partner who shares a similar level of physical attractiveness to you. And this concept isn't new by any stretch of the imagination. The matching hypothesis has been long suggested in psychology that we try to maximize our success of finding an attractive partner, but also minimizing our chances of rejection, and so we end up dating people within our league, more or less. But there's actually a lot more to that we're going to cover, so let's get into the nuance of things. The emergence of dating apps over the last decade has quite significantly impacted how we choose our partners. On the surface, dating apps appear simple. You swipe on those that you're interested in and hope for a mutual connection. However, dating apps are not as innocent as they may seem, because beneath that pleasant interface, a complex network of algorithms dictate who you're shown to and who you get to see. Some dating apps, like Once, assess your attractiveness and then aim to match you with partners within your league by deliberate design. Other well-known apps like Bumble are rumored to rank beauty and employ a similar system of scoring, and the theory is that they utilize a ELO system variant, which was initially developed to match chess players with similar skill level in tournaments. To explain it very quickly, imagine a hierarchy of scores, and you have people who are very attractive who get swiped on by everyone on the app, whether it's male or female, and they're high up on their rankings. If that person who is high up swipes right on somebody who they're attracted to, but that person might be lower on the rankings, then that lower person gets a significant boost and climbs up the rank to eventually get closer to the attractive person at the top. However, if a lot of people, and not just one person, but a lot, collectively decide that this attractive person at the top isn't that attractive anymore and they all swipe left, which, let's be honest, very rarely ever happens, then that person will lose their ranking and come back down. These findings indicate that within the context of online dating, there is the powerful illusion of choice. If you date online and you end up with someone in your league, this choice may result from targeted algorithms rather than your own decision. Studies suggest that in general, everyone desires a partner who is more physically attractive than themselves. Obviously, according to Prowl et al., people prefer individuals whose mate value is higher than their own, indicating what's known as an aspirational matching strategy. However, they also found that more closely matched couples actually report higher levels of relationship quality and partnership length. And this finding suggests that you could have better options even if you desire a partner that's out of your league by simply looking more towards somebody that's closer to you. The observable success of closely matched couples in society likely contributes to why people tend to just go within their league rather than following their aspirational matching strategies. Another study conducted by Taylor et al. Found evidence that people often pursued others who were similar in terms of physical attractiveness, self-worth, and popularity. They discovered that everyone preferred the most attractive partners, but only highly attractive people actually pursued them. An interesting keyword here is pursue, where less attractive individuals sought out less attractive partners despite their preferences for the more attractive partners, likely due to the fear of rejection. And if you're interested in this, I made a very detailed podcast episode on this that was quite interesting on the fear of rejection hypothesis. Then they followed up that study with people who dated online and found that users often attempted to contact others out of their league, and it's no surprise why. With online dating, the stakes of being rejected are very low. People don't have to reject you verbally, they can just choose not to respond. And so this leads many users to use a shotgun approach where they can contact many attractive individuals and just hope for a match. Unsurprisingly, who would have guessed, this approach doesn't actually pay off for users in the study, and these contacts were often not reciprocated. For example, a 7 out of 10, hypothetically, contacting a 10 out of 10, hypothetically, rarely receives a response. Instead, users typically only got answers back from people within their league, and it seems that daters took their own shot with more attractive users, but their efforts were unsuccessful. To conclude these various findings, nearly everyone expresses a preference for a more attractive partner. However, the main reason you date people within your league is likely due to not being selected by those that are more attractive than you. Another key contributing factor to why most people date within their leagues is simply environment and proximity theory. People often make friends and find romantic partners with those around them, meaning where you spend your time shapes your dating pool. Aside from the gym, the idea can be observed in other venues like your school, the university, workplace that you go to. And if we use university as an example, you're more likely to be around others who are a similar age and lifestyle when you're attending your classes, where you create an environment of people more within your league. The main idea being anything that brings you closer to others like you contributes to why you date within your league. When choosing a partner, high physical attractiveness, a great personality, and shared interests rank highly on most people's lists. However, underlying psychological factors usually influence these decisions as well. Kristen McCallums and colleagues found that beautiful people are often tempted by other romantic options, resulting in lower quality relationships and more breakups. Unsurprisingly, they also found that attractive people are hit on more, making them more likely to respond favorably to romantic advances by others. Due to the options that beautiful people have, being in a relationship with one can be pretty daunting. Not to say that many people couldn't tolerate their partner getting hit on, but for many, it would push them towards a partner more within their league. Imagine going out to a social event and seeing your partner get hit on all the time. While that's a flattering compliment to you as well, that experience isn't desirable for a lot of people, and a lot of people are insecure about factors like this. When you date someone within your league, you typically feel more assured that you and them are on equal physical attractiveness footing, and then you'll feel more secure that you won't have competition hitting on them whenever you're not around, because you can also benefit from the same. Undoubtedly, the psychology of dating context does matter a lot as well, especially if we're talking long-term or short-term dating partners. And so there you have it. That's 4 different answers to the question of why most people date within their league, which isn't a bad thing. As we've shown, it does result in better relationship satisfaction. However, from personal experience, proximity theory would probably be the most important characteristic to this question, because how and who you spend your time with does shape more than just your spouse, but also the rest of your life as well. If you want to date a more attractive partner, you yourself must become more attractive. If you want to date a wealthy person who may be 1% in their field, then you yourself must be a 1% person in some other field to be considered equivalent. While there are many works of literature such as Crazy Rich Asians and 50 Shades of Grey which play on the theme of attractive, successful person marrying down, and that's, obviously they're marrying down because that's the whole point of the premise. In reality, it's more like Brooklyn Beckham marries Nicola Peltz when it comes to successful people marrying within their social class and circle. In other words, the matching hypothesis. So with that being said, if you're interested in learning more about your face, where you stand in this hierarchy of things, what your good and bad features are, and what your characteristics that make up you consist of, have an assessment performed by a team of doctors and dentists so you can have a glow up or change your aesthetic or get a second opinion on something that's bothering you, and all of that is available over at our website at QOVES.com. As always, I'll catch you all in the next one.